If you've managed to survive to this point and you actually have leftovers and nobody's in jail or needs to be bail posted, or your crazy Aunt Janie has done something really radical like showing up with a fifth husband. Hi, I'm Kim Hayden, and I was asked why Kim's Kitchen? Because kitchen's the heart of the home, and I sell homes, not just houses. So come on in and enjoy this recipe. Hi there, I'm Kim Hayden and you're in my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing some leftovers from Thanksgiving. Now, for all the American people, yes, I know, it's the beginning of October. Harvest. Thanksgiving, harvest, Canadian harvest 6 weeks earlier because we're in the dark 6 months out of the year. So we're going to end up, it's really simple. You got leftover ham and you have leftover baked potatoes. The rest is just your cheese. It's a very simple recipe. Most important thing is, if you have a spring-loaded pan, you want to make sure that it seals really well. Now, I have made this, and eggs have leaked everywhere. So, simplest thing to do is parchment paper. Now, I was unfamiliar with parchment paper because as a kid, we only made our arts and crafts with wax paper. Parchment paper is pretty awesome, but you want to make sure that you get a good quality parchment paper. Otherwise, it will crack. So you can get yourself a Tupperware lid, a side plate, something like that. And we're just going to put that right down in there. This is going to set up much like a quiche. The beauty of parchment paper, once it's baked, you can actually pull the whole thing out and display it just like you've seen at those great restaurants, and you wonder how they get it out of there. Oh, our pan is ready. Very simple, first thing. So I use, just so you know, I used for everything a food processor and just literally sliced leftover ham, cheese, and onion, all in the food processor. The items we have here are Parmesan cheese. I have a very sharp cheddar old cheese, and I have some seasoning salt, my eggs, of course. So we're just going to cut these. These are my leftover baked potatoes. Put them in the fridge. They've chilled overnight, so they're nice and firm. I like to leave my skins on. Baked potatoes, easy enough to take the skins off if you don't want them. I always like potato skins. We're going to take this first layer. I'll show you what I'm doing here. We're just going to create almost like scallion potatoes. Next thing you know, next thing we're going to do here is we're going to put our ham, all our leftover ham, right on top of those seasoned potatoes. Now, I like to let mine, before I do the egg mixture, I typically like to let mine sit for about 20-30 minutes up to an hour in the fridge. Reason being is it will get all of your seasoning salts, or you can just do salt and pepper, whatever's best for you. I'm going to take my onion. I'm actually going to mix both of my cheeses. Like I said, I have my old cheddar cheese, I have my onion, and I have my Parmesan. I'm going to actually just mix it all together, make it easier to put it on top of the ham. So now we're going to get another fork, and I'm just going to start taking about 1/3 of this mixture. Like I say, get creative. My favorite is to use like a black forest ham and a smoked Gouda. That's a really nice mixture. If you want to make this with sausage as opposed to ham, you can do that. I've made it with tofurkey. because I have friends who are vegetarians. And you can do that, and it tastes great, especially if you get the spicy Italian tofurkey. It's really nice. They're just tofu hot dogs. Okay, so we got the first layer on there. Now it's a matter of getting our second layer of potatoes. We're going to do this 3 times. So this is our final layer of potatoes. I'm going to put a bit more of that cayenne seasoning in there. Like I said, I like to have a bit more of my kind of like Lowry seasoning. Okay, do our ham. Now I just chopped up this ham in my food processor. It was just the end of what we didn't eat. We will have some recipes coming up in the not too distant future that are actually going to be healthy for you. So after you suffer the residual effects of all this yumminess, I'll be coming at you with some kale chips or something along those lines. Okay, so we've got our 3 potatoes, slice those top to bottom. Okay, so now we're ready for the egg mixture. There's our quiche. We're going to do 6 eggs and 1.5 cups of cream. You can add whatever seasonings you want to this. It is as simple as... Now, if you're a little concerned this is going to leak, you can always put it on a cookie sheet to ensure that you don't get any drippings down below. We're just literally, that's... Okay. That is going to go now into the oven. All right, so we have finished our ham and potato bake. So like I said, breakfast, whatever you want. See how nice it sits up? This literally just peels right out of that parchment paper and ends up sitting up like that. So for serving, if you wanted to add garnishment, if you're going to serve it as a breakfast alternative, slice up some fruit and serve the fruit around. If you're serving it as a dinner, because this is an either or. Quiches and things like that don't have to be just, you know, one thing. Just put some parsley, just green it up a little. So, and I'm just taking some cranberries and some parsley, so, and that's about it. And this then is what you're walking in to serve your family the morning after they've all talked about the most horrendous moment of your youth in front of your spouse and your children. So I do love my family. I swear I do. It's the extended family. But that is just something pretty to serve them. So enjoy, and until the next holiday battle erupts, may you live long and prosper on that one. Bye for now.
That's it for today, but remember, always give your family 2 options. Take it or leave it.
At least you wouldn't be in the kitchen with a bunch of crazy in-laws and family. In-laws actually aren't bad. It's my exact family that it's quite interesting.